In this tutorial, we are going to set an OSOUL so that we can view the player from behind and a little above. Some folks call this third-person view. We're looking at the general screen of our orb. Using the left keyboard arrow, I'm going over to domains because I want to move these domains out of our way. And I'm just going to move the player object up. Now, it is set as an O-play, but it's missing a very important part. Its ID name of player. That must be set. So we set the player ID name to player, and its effect is O-play, which has been working just fine. Now we're going to add a new object with the add button, and that doesn't work. Works for domains, but it does not work on objects. To add an object, just click with the left mouse button where you want to make it. We've made this outside the room because this is not going to be a viewable, playable object. This is a functional object. We're going to change the name to OSOUL. We're going to change the diameter to 64. That helps us recognize this as a function object. Height is fine, that's all good. Now we need to add an auxiliary. So I click in the aux. Name E is player. And then we're going to set number 3 to 64 and number 5 to 64. Those are the numbers that through the course of a great deal of research, EJ has determined to be the best for working with the OSOUL. So just use those numbers. Number 3 is 64, number 5 is 64, and name E is player. So I press enter. Now to activate the OSOUL, it needs to have a tag. So I'm going to set that to 9999. That means tag me as soon as the game starts. One item missing is this needs a name. We call it Soul1. And this should do the trick, except we will not be able to see the player because if you look under the O-play, there is not a model that's been defined. So left click and then right click. These are the BMPs, the graphics. We need to click on MD2, which is models. And we're going to use a BIP 91G. We'll click OK. Great. Now this should be working. Alt S to save, Alt L to load. And here we are. But it's looking a little weird at the moment. That is fixed using what we call F6, but it's actually to activate it, you press Alt and press F6. Now we have to select objects and we type in Soul1 name searches for any object that has whatever name you type in here. In this case, we're working with Soul 1. Now, this is giving us a view. Let's come down to move, and I'm clicking down and then moving up until it says yes. Now, I can move X to go in and out. And I think I like that. Then I'll use Y to go up and down. And I think for the moment, I'm going to go with this. Save those values by hovering over the Save Now. And then see this text that showed up, saving GL obmod Soul 1, 2, and it saved it to the INI file. We're done with this, so we can just press the Escape key. And now, as we move around, we can see the character from behind. And this is in what we call Soul View. All right, that's how you add an OSOUL to your player object in the game.